What's up, party people? It's Stewie. Welcome to a weird Boudior shoot because I've got some stuff I need to do and I want to talk to you guys while I do it because otherwise there won't be a video. And I'm trying to figure out ways to incorporate filming and not letting everything else fall apart around my house too. So strap in! This vlog about how that's going, because as you can see, I'm still a chunky monkey. I talked about how my fitness is going, and I talked about my heat exhaustion that I experienced at the zoo yesterday. So if you want to hear that story, head over to the 5-year plan to check that out. So updates. We're still waiting to hear what kindergarten will be like, so we don't know whether or not I'm going to have a job/school this coming year, which is frustrating for me, and I'm probably going to bring it up every so often until I figure that out because I'm frustrated. Next, we have things like Disney. Disney, unfortunately, is probably going to be canceled. I think we're leaning about 85-90% towards canceled at this point, which is just slightly ticked up from last time, I know, but we went to the zoo yesterday. Like I said earlier, I had heat exhaustion from wearing the mask and pushing the stroller, and I can't anticipate us having a good time at Disney and that being worth $5,000 for us to go and just, end up pushing a stroller around and having heat exhaustion and everything else that comes with wearing a mask in 100-degree weather. Because yesterday in our city, we live in Memphis, it was 91 or 92 or something, plus humidity. So it was pretty dang hot. Not quite our hottest for summertime, but it definitely made us think about like whether or not we even wanted to go to the zoo. Should we go to the zoo? Probably not, because I sure as heck couldn't handle it. And my son, who was fine, was starting to get a little bit hot, and I would be very worried about him because even though he was in the stroller, he's still a kid. He doesn't communicate very well when, he needs something other than, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. We're starting to get that down, but if it came to a point of him having to say, guys, I'm hot and I need some AC now, he'd probably just pass out because he's 5. So I'm really hesitant at this point to say we're still going to Disney. It feels like we should probably just call that one a loss. He's screaming out there, which is very upsetting for me, but like that heat exhaustion was no joke. I came home and passed out unconscious because I was so hot. And like, yeah, I know that sounds dramatic, but I've had plenty of emergency training and first aid. I was able to recognize the symptoms and communicate my needs to my husband, and we were able to vacate the zoo in a timely manner so that when I got home, I was able to slowly bring my temperature back down and we were all right. Not everybody's going to have that training, and a lot of people are just going to pass out. So this summer is going to be a very dangerous time for anybody still deciding to wear a face mask. I really hope everybody does, because we're not through this whole COVID corona thing yet, but that will come to the light as it does. Next, meal prepping. I don't have very many recipes that are tried and true for our family that are high in protein, low in carbs, medium fat, the type of diet that I'm really trying to aim for. Once again, I'm not really a big meat person, so yes, feel free to send me any recipes with meat. I do eat meat, but I don't necessarily need it at every meal. Honestly, I end up kind of feel like crud if I eat meat at every single meal, which I don't know if that's like something I've conditioned myself for, or if I just have a body that doesn't tolerate meats well, or what's going on there. But like, I'm all right with chicken. Beef I don't really eat a whole lot of, not a whole lot of red meat. Occasionally we do pork, mostly bacon if we do pork. Yeah, lots of chicken, sometimes turkey. I will throw down on turkey. But most of our meat is like chicken breasts, chicken thighs, occasionally like pre-packaged processed meatballs, bacon, ground beef. Sometimes I eat sandwich meat, like deli meat. So yeah, if you have any recipes that you like with or without meat, Sweet, savory, any flavor palette. I'm not super, super, super spicy, but like I do like a little bit of spice. Like a jalapeno is my friend, if you get what I'm saying. Let me know if you have any of that we can try. And lastly, I think the only other thing we need to cover is pets. So far the fish tank is doing all right. The algae doesn't seem to have been growing back too terribly much, which is a good sign for me. I still am contemplating a snail to possibly help with some of that algae growth. Our 2 shrimp are fine. We found a shell the other day, which was weird because usually when we find a shell, we'll find a dead shrimp because they kind of attack each other. We don't isolate when they molt, and I don't know if that's a them thing or an us thing, but we found a shell and both of our shrimp are still alive, so all right. And like I said, the algae is not coming back anytime soon, it doesn't look like, as long as we're going to do another water change probably Tuesday is when I think my husband's off work next. And I like to do it with both of us present so that he can like rinse off decorations while I'm suctioning with the siphon, and it goes a little bit faster than me having to walk back and forth 8,000 times from the sink to the fish tank. And he just passes me water jugs over the little breakfast island thing we have. So we'll be cleaning out that tank, and hopefully that'll help keep some of the algae down. And we're thinking about mollies or possibly guppies. I'm not really a big guppy person. I'm a little hesitant to go into any of the live bearers. I know that seems silly, but I'm just terrified we'll get a tank and have a million fish in it and not have anywhere to put them. I want to be a responsible pet owner and not put anything into the pet population that I cannot personally take care of or have allotted homes for. Like, I understand accidents happen and sometimes you end up with kittens when you don't mean to end up with kittens, but I think most pet owners do have a responsibility to make sure that the pet population doesn't grow any more than it needs to, because there are already so many animals in rescues and shelters waiting for a home, and then you're going to add puppies to the mix. Their chances of survival drop with every new one. It's just the facts of life. Other than that, I've got some footage from my zoo trip yesterday. I didn't intend to exclusively like vlog it, which I know sounds kind of weird, but it was an impromptu trip, and then partway through the visit I was like, oh, I could be recording this, you know? So we went ahead and recorded some, not all, such as, let's see, the first thing I think I recorded was the tortoise over by the Komodo dragons. There were a couple tortoises just hanging out in the heat, and I'll put that here. Hey, buddy. Is it just hot? Yeah. Agreed. Somebody decided to wake up.
Hey.
Oh goodness, you're looking around, aren't you?
Yes, he is.
Oh. Are we too close? Okay. Let's back up a little, buddy. Say bye, Mr. Tortoise.
Bye, Mr. Tortoise.
Have a good nap. And then next, we walked around China for a little bit, and that spit us out at Africa, and we saw the elephants eating their hay and playing around, and I got a quick clip here. Good job, buddy! What a queen! All of these queens. And then after Africa, if you're familiar with the Memphis Zoo, we walked all the way up to Teton Trek, hoping that the little polar bear viewing area where you can see the like sea lions and polar bears would be cold, but they had the doors propped open because of corona restrictions, and the AC was not cutting it, because like that was where I had to take my heavy shirt off. I was dying with the heat. So we got to see the sea lions. Polar bears weren't out. I think it was too warm. yeah, didn't film anything there because I was just dying at that point. We walked through Teton Trek. We made it all the way back to what do they call the wilderness lodge in the back? If you know, let me know. There's a wilderness lodge where you can like see the bears and the wolves and all of the like American animals. That's the newest addition to our zoo. So they did a great job with it. And normally that building is like an oasis when you've made it to the back of the zoo. It's so cold and it's got nice bathrooms and the water fountain is one of the best ones in the zoo. There's plenty of places to sit and kind of collect yourself. That's where we like to stop and have a snack if we've brought snacks with us, because it's a good pause point in the zoo. Because after that, you just have to hike back to the front. So I didn't film anything there because that lodge was closed, just like a lot of the other indoor exhibits. Then we came back around. There's this really long driveway with basically nothing, and that's where they put like seasonal rides and things for like zoo lights and zoo boo and the ice skating rink. And it's basically a big empty area that for most of the year isn't really utilized except by the tram and people who are finishing the zoo and exiting. There's like a giraffe feeding station back there. That's on the back side of the giraffe enclosure. We've never done that. We might one day. That would be really cool. That's where the traveling dinosaur exhibit was. And I'll put the clip here. This is supposed to be the dinosaur area.
Hold on, over here.
And all of the gift shops, the food trucks, face painting, all that's closed. But, dun dun dun, dun, dinosaurs! Back here by the giraffes. So the only way to get into the dinosaurs is to pay, and that's bullshit. The entrance is closer to the Zambezi River than it is to other places. So come back by the hippos and you'll be close to the dinosaurs. Seen on the website a couple days before when I was looking at renewing our membership and like when our deadline was, about the dinosaurs were coming, and they've been advertising that for like a year now, and my husband is a big dinosaur fan, so we were like, yay, dinosaurs! And I had completely forgotten that it cost extra to make or break a family. It's $5 a person, and we decided not to do it because we hadn't looked at our budget. We did have $20 in cash we had pulled out because we were going to let Benjamin get like an icy or something, but it was no cash because of the restrictions. You actually end up at the Zambezi River Camp, which is the hippo, crocodiles, like Nile River type animals, and that's here. Oh goodness. Come here. Nope. Come look. Daddy, come see.
The hippo is so
Pull your shirt.
I think that's the baby hippo. Well, she's like a year and a half or 2 years old now.
Does mom need to go potty?
No, but thank you.
You want to sit?
Guess what? Guess what? The hippo pooped over there, and that's why all the fishies are down there eating.
Oh,
Yep.
sit. Sit.
I checked the stairs.
You did?
Hold that. Hold this.
Hello, hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. Your lyrics are bottomless. I see you. Oh, did you see that bubble? Get some more air. Yeah.
Oh, Oh, goodness.
Ew.
What?
She's blowing the air and the boogers out of her nose. Are you all done? Those are some kind of crane. And this is an okapi. Hello, okapi. Excuse me, sir. Or madam. Madam. Hello. I saw that tongue. Oh, you're going to turn away. I see how it is.
Gotta scratch it. Sure.
You itchy girl.
Oh, no.
Ooh, it's hot out here. Blip, 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 blip. Oh. Let's go see the flamingos.
When I was, I'm going.
The ones who smell so bad.
Remember, don't touch, okay? Stay seated. I am.
They turn pink when they have enough nutrients in their diet.
What happens if they're white?
It means they're not eating enough healthy food. So the pinker they are, the healthier they are. Ah!
Buddy, we chose a good time to get out of here.
Say bye, Zoo! Bye, Apocalypse Rain! Yeah!
That was windy.
It was windy. Alright, say bye!